Hello everybody, it's Steve Long. Yeah, there's some things I wanted to talk about. I don't know, if you hang in there with me, we'll probably get it said. I got a roundabout way of saying what I want to say, but well, talk to you about how things are going in this country right now and how I see it. And some things I think need to be said. When I was a kid, I had a grandma. We used to go and visit them, my dad's mom. But we'd go visit them, and they were on a farm for many years. I was really young, probably 4 or 5 years old. She used to buy these chickens through the mail. But at that time, they weren't chicks, they were eggs. And she'd incubate them and whatever she did with them. And she'd have these eggs in a cardboard box with some shavings and stuff. Heat lamp on them, keep them warm. And, we'd go look at them eggs all the time. It was a big deal, And you'd see them. All of a sudden you'd see one that would be moving a little bit, the egg would. And all of a sudden you'd see it have a little hole in the shell. And, we always, me and my sister, would want to help them, to crack it open and help them get out of the shell, because you could see they're struggling and they're having a hard time getting out of there. But Grandma always said, you can't. They gotta, it'd be too quick and too hard to help them. Just let them go. They'll get themselves out. They need that. They need to learn how to get out on their own, and they will, should tell us. So, eventually, and all of a sudden you'd have a chicken in there and some broken shell all over the place, and then there'd be another one. But it was hard to leave them alone, It's hard not to help them. You could see a little bird in there struggling, trying to get out, so we'd have to just leave them alone. And pretty soon then there was chicken was in there, baby chick. But I tell you that just because I want to talk to you about some of the stuff in this country today. I don't know. There's no young people taking over these jobs anymore. Every place I go, we're the old guys. There's nobody doing these jobs. There's nobody coming behind us to take over these jobs. And then I noticed that, a friend of mine's the one that recommended I should make a video about it, but, a lot of these young people, I think they may have been helped too much, Like when you're got babies, little kids, they fall down, get hurt, they're crying, and you run right over there to pick them up and, make them feel a little better, wipe their tears, give them a lollipop or whatever them things are called, popsicles, make them feel better. Kind of makes me think of maybe it's like the chicken. Maybe we've been helping them too much. Now in their lives, they don't worry about nothing because they think somebody will be there to pick me up, Mom will help me up and she'll wipe my tears off and take care of me. Like participation awards too. I don't think if you earned it, an award, you should get an award. You shouldn't get an award just for participation. So I don't know, it's got me thinking, people getting helped too much that shouldn't be helped? I believe some people need help. But are we actually helping them or hurting them? Or is it us? Is it us the reason? Is it because it makes us feel better to help somebody that's in need? Or does it help us so we don't have to watch their wreck? Kind of wondering, because nowadays all these kids are so deserving. They need everything. They think they earned everything. Kind of got me thinking that maybe it's our fault. We didn't raise them the way we were raised. So there's a lot of 15, 16, 17-year-olds turn into big babies. Well, even 26, 27-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds living at home with mom and dad. Big crybabies. Why? Did we do that? Or is society just doing that? How did this happen? I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for this video, but all these places I go, trucking, everything I do, I don't see the young people helping themselves by going to work. What's going to happen when there's no old people left to work? Who's going to take care of these kids when mama's gone, Well, mama ain't there to help them. Are we doing them a good service? Yeah, I believe in helping people. It's human nature. We all want to help people. Well, most of us do, I guess. And we feel the need. But a lot of this, are we helping them by helping them? Or are we hurting them? I don't know, it's just got me thinking. I know quite a few people that's got kids at home, when they're old enough to be on their own. And I kind of believe in that, because before all this, the government and these institutions and our society and everything that trained us all to be like this, there was family. Family was the first institution there was. You always got family, and family means something. Or it did. No, I'm not so sure anymore. I'm not sure what direction this country's headed. But I just got thinking, are we helping these people or our children? Or are we doing them a disservice by helping them? Maybe instead, maybe they need a kick in the pants. I'm told, get out and do it. Instead of trying to help them from hitting a wall, maybe they need to hit the wall. I don't get it. But it ain't just, if you're listening to this and you're going through some of this, I don't know. It's not just you, it's like an epidemic. Maybe we've been giving out too many participation awards, I'm thinking people should earn it. It shouldn't be handed to them. What's going to happen to them when mom's gone, Someday they're going to learn the hard way. It'll be their boss at work if they decide to get a job. Or maybe a state trooper side of the road, going to give them education. If nothing else, worst case scenario, be a judge in court. It teaches them there's consequences for what you do. You're responsible for yourself. I just don't know how this happened in this country, you know. When I was young, everybody went to work. There was no jobs. Nowadays, these kids are too good to have a job because they got somebody that's going to back them up and they don't need one. Well, mamas don't live forever, people. They ain't one stuck around forever. Kind of thinking we did this to this country ourselves. How, I don't know. I don't think my children were babied any. I have 5 grown-up children. They all got kids of their own except for one yet, but I'm very proud of them. They all turned out good. They all go to work and they're good members of society. But then there's a lot of them I see that are not. A lot. And you can see it everywhere I go with this truck. I have people standing up on top of my tank and getting loaded. But all these places I go, it's just old people. You know, in their 50s and 60s. A couple of them even in their 70s. They're working. And there's no young people working. There is no young people working in this country. There is, but majority of them are not. Same as our welfare system, you know. And don't get me wrong, you know, don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say. You know, I believe some people need to be in the welfare system. They need it. For whatever reason, you know, crippled, you know, or injured, or, you know, their mental ability. But then there's a lot of people that do not need it. They should be out taking care of themselves. When you go to help somebody, hopefully you think about this, or just ask yourself that question. Are you actually helping them? Are you actually helping them for their future by helping them? Or the best thing to do is tell them, well, you got to figure it out. You know? You know, if we never took the training wheels off the bike, left the training wheels on, they would never learn how to ride a bike. I think it's time people start learning how to take care of themselves and to do the right things. Learn how to live. Learn how to live. Take care of yourself. Quit laying around in mom's basement. You know, or if something in life goes a little sideways, don't be looking for somebody to pick you up, wipe your tears off, give you a popsicle. You know, act your age. Get up, wipe yourself off, get back at it. Well, sorry, it was kind of a heartfelt deal, but I was just thinking and trying to figure out a way to say this, but well, hopefully you understand and what I was trying to say. I don't know how this happened. I'm kind of thinking it was our fault. Not mine. My kids turned out great. All 5 of them. But I don't think I give them absolutely everything either. I think you should have to earn something. Be responsible. This ain't so much for the, you know, the people that in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, depending on your mom and dad. It's not so much for them. More for mom and dad to think about. Well, I guess I rambled on enough. I gotta get out and go walk around, get some air. But we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.